Good morning, YouTube. My name is Dennis Crosby, and as you know, I'm hosting this channel on positivity, rethinking the way that we view our situations in life and things, the little changes that we can do to come to an understanding that we can make a difference in people's lives, as well as, people that we don't know, people that we know, and people that we encounter every day, every morning. But it's a good morning, and I just want to show you, what I see in the morning. We wake up and, we're like, some days we wake up and we're not feeling the best. Some days we wake up and we're like, man, I just don't want to get out of bed. And some days we wake up and we're weighed down because we carry so much of yesterday with us today. And I know that, it's easier said than done because, hey, you never know a person until you walk in their shoes and how they handle situations in life. But I just want to show you what works for me. And it has nothing to do with people. So when I wake up and, this is the most beautiful, to me, most beautiful scenery. And I don't know if you can see the background, but I'm in a valley. There's a river, a river that runs through, the property. And on the opposite side, there's a trail. And why this video has to be here has to do with that trail. Because, I'm not going to spend time on talking about the bad things that we encounter. I'm going to show so much positivity that, you'll know how to handle those events. You'll know how to handle people in your life, and you'll realize, you have more power than what you think. What I encounter on a daily basis is, when I walk out that door and when I wake up, that, we have to accept the fact that, there are people who wait to do evil. There's people who wait to do bad. There's people who carry, the dislike that they might have for you into the following day, and they'll cross your path just to put that negativity on you. But I'm going to show you how to flip that, how to take that negativity and feel good about it. Because when we encounter negativity, we're conditioned to say, hey, I'm not going to take that. Hey, this is not something that I'm going to stand for. And that's a normal reaction. Hey, I went through it. But by going through this, it helped me to become more aware of how to, that these situations means basically that you're really a good person. And, that there are people out there who want, to put out their light. They want to, make you become in that gloom and doom that they are. So you would say to yourself, what does good morning have to do with that? Good morning is a simple word. It's a loving word. It's a caring word. And, the word itself has such a positive meaning. But, we as humans have turned it into something that has become standoffish, that, it's an uninterpreted greeting, especially when someone, a stranger, says it to another stranger. So, like, when I go out, I encounter people, and one of the ways that I get back to life is, to take some time, to say good morning to everyone that I encounter, while I'm out and I'm working out, walking the trail. Because it says that we are in this together, and that even though you don't know me, I want you to have a good morning. I want you to have a good day. I want you to have the most positive day that you can have. And I think that by sharing this, we create an energy. We create again, so daytime, right? Morning. So you saw the scenery. Now the earth itself is replenishing itself. There's mist on the water. The trees have dew. The flowers have, the bees and, all the different things that are going on. And these things usually take place first thing in the morning. So We are creatures of the morning, and it's funny how, in society that we've been taught that, it's the nightlife, work hard, we can, we have to change that narrative. That a lot of problems that, we as individuals face are problems that because we follow up a pattern, we follow, what the mainstream feels that we should do, and we don't think for ourselves. And the saddest thing, and most people get angry when you say to them that, do you really think, that your thoughts are really your own? Do you really think that you're acting out in light from your inner core? Or is this something that has been, programmed into you and you're only responding to it? So good morning is a good way to readjust your subconscious, because your subconscious, remember, there's a saying that says, give me 7 years with a child and I can program that child to do anything that I want. And this is from one of the top psychologists and, in the world that made this statement. He's no longer here, but, scientists adhere to that philosophy. You would never hear anything about, things like MK Ultra if it wasn't for this guy. So these things are, they're real, and what the morning does is it gets you back your subconscious. You have to train what's inside of you. You have to throw out all that old and live on a whole new narrative, because that's the only way you'll see change, and that's the only way that you'll have peace. Now, to go back to good morning, the reason that good morning is a standoffish word, even though there's no harm in it. The reason why it's a standoffish word is because when you say good morning to someone who is filled with hate or filled with rage, or they interpret that as, what do you want something from me? Or, that guy who's saying this, he can't be a nice guy, so I'm going to find cracks in his armor. And we live on a fear-based world, a fear-based society. So when we hear bad things, even if we don't know the person, even if we don't know, even if we don't know any of the people involved, we tend to gravitate to what's bad, But again, when you encounter these things, you never look at it as, man, they're coming down on you. Encounter and flip it to say, man, these people really admire me, admire me, or this person really admires me. And when you look at hate in that way, it gives you a strength. Because remember, positive people were far and few. So there's a light with us. And when you have light can't exist in darkness. So when you're encountering this darkness, your light is shining bright. It's almost blinding. And, they're going to, people are going to do what they're going to do. But what I get from saying good morning, to people that I encounter in the morning, I don't do it in the afternoon. Like I said, I'm not perfect. And my attitude in the afternoon may not be my attitude in the morning. But the morning is where you write and you define your day. It defines you as a person. The universe revives you in that way. So if your light is a dark light, then sunlight can't revive you. It can't. And this is what most people struggle with. They say, well, should I become negative because there's so much negative around me? And you really shouldn't. Because nice people, you hurt inside when you hurt other people. And, one of the things that, we encounter is also, by using that word good morning, as people who will come into your life and, they'll say good morning, they'll smile, and they'll try to get to know you. But in actuality, they're smiling to destroy you. So, they might smear your name. They may get other people to dislike you. But your actions are what defines you. How you present yourself, that's something that can't be denied, because it's who you are. And when a person makes you weak and you go against who you are, then those people won. Those people tear you down. And you're in that same misery. However, yourself and you become so strong, those people start to look at themselves. And that's where victory comes in, because you use that power to strengthen you. So stop letting people, tell you, all these people that are out here on YouTube, all these other venues, where they're saying, learn how to deal. No, you don't. You don't have to learn how to deal with it, and you don't have to understand. Remember, you don't know anyone who's bringing negativity into your life, and some of you do, but they're not going to change. You can't change a person. The only person you can change is you. So are you going to take on someone else's issues, or are you going to, continue to live your life? Some of you have responsibilities, some of you have children, some of you, live on your own. And, you can't afford to, go through these things. But the thing is, negative people want you to get you in discussion. They want you to talk about it, but you don't talk about it. You continue to live the best life that you can. And this is why I'm here, because I want to show people, you can be powerful. You can be powerful in your own skin without being a jerk, without being someone who's cocky, and without being somebody who's rude. It's not to say don't stand up for yourself, because remember, the things that come into your life, they want you to challenge them. And sometimes they come right in your face, and you have the right to say, hey, back up, back up. I'm not having it. And, you're right in that situation. So it's a time and a place. But the thing is to understand and to see these things coming. Because you can call a person out before they even step over, because you can feel their energy. We all have that ability to feel this energy. And if you refuse to feel that energy, then it's on you, because you decided to say, hey, I'm going to play the victim in all this. I'm going to play the victim to life. And when you play the victim to life, then you become weak. You become weak. It's just as weak as, the things that are happening to you, because you far outweigh anything that comes in your direction. Remember your light. You sleep well. You sleep well. You have a peace about you. You have a calmness about you. You manage to do the things that you do. And as far as, young black men that are out here, this message is also for character, because on the flip side of it, waking up as a black man, it's difficult, because the strain is even greater because of your color. Because it's easy to say, oh, wow, I'll give you a good case in point of this. If you ever watch on the news, where an encounter comes where, it involves a black person, we're, the media, every type of media that there is, they say, well, he was a bad person. Always he was a bad person. Well, he did this and he did that and he did this. So I know that you're up against, because it's easier to believe something when, your color fits the description of a mindset that has been put forward. But again, young men as well as black men and, all people, all men, that go through this, your light is more powerful. Your light is more powerful. And that's why, you get up in the morning, look forward to the day, take on these challenges and continuously improve yourself. And these are some of the videos of, for the, young black men who might be, doing this, and black men in general. There's going to be videos that are going to be out there for you as well, because, we need to become strong together. And, the hatred that we have towards one another, which goes a lot unspoken, I'm bringing all that out. I'm bringing it all out and putting it all out there. So, again, to, go back to the morning and, what I do, then after this video, after it's uploaded, I'm going to go and I'm going to do my workout. And like I said, there's going to be people who say good morning, and there's people who are going to, not even respond. But the thing is, what does that do to me? I'm still giving back. I'm still giving something into this universe. I'm still creating a positive force that is around me. And that positive force gives me life. And like I said, when you work out, I don't work out to do my to build my muscles. I don't do that. I don't build work out to get people to say, hey, I like how you look. No, I don't, because I don't work my muscles. I work love and positivity, because these two muscles, which the brain is a muscle, are the most important uh, muscles that you can work, because they're world changing, surrounding changing, life changing, and you have the ability to change others. So, those are the things that I change, because, it allows people to never really use that excuse, hey, nobody cares about me. And when people say, nobody cares about me, they're really saying not the person that they're directing the comment at. And this is where reshaping thinking and knowing how to respond to that. There are people out there, when someone says this to you, there are people out there who like you. It's just not the people that you consider people that you would want to like you. So again, these are forms of selfishness that we as individuals, we have to get rid of, within ourselves. Because if we don't, it's going to destroy us. So as I said, I'm going out there and, I say good morning. I've been doing it before this, so I've been doing it for years for, the people who know me. But for those people who know me on that, the trail and when I work out, it gives you an explanation as to why, I do the things that I do, and that there's nothing, involved in it except for, positive energy, because we all need it, but we're also working against the selfish, all about me attitude, that, there's people that feel that, if people are nice to you, why aren't they nice to me? And those are people that you can't surround yourself with, because people like that would make a comment like that to you, or why, on the job, if you're on your job, why did you get this promotion, or why did they give you a new desk? There's so much selfish and so much hate, but that, again, you don't interpret that as what it is that they're saying. They're saying is, you're a good person, and people like you, and they really don't like you, so I don't like myself. And once you see things in that way, it allows you to smile. It allows you not to smile in the person's face, because remember, if you smile and you get cocky, then you're going to bring on problems you won't, and then you'll get gang harassed and gang stalked. That's going to be another video where you think it's just one person that's coming at you, but we're living in an age now where they'll recruit people that you have no idea of, and these people come into your life and befriend you, and you never know that the person who hates you, and this person, they know one another, or they know one another, and you'll never see them together. And this is something, another type of form that, I'm going to point out. I'm going to show people that, good people, we're targets. We're targets in so many different ways, but the positivity that you keep within yourself, they can have also. Don't sell yourself short. There's nothing that stops a bad person or a negative person from being a good person. It's just a choice that they made. And that should allow you to be able to walk away from any type of situation that you might be in. You don't have to stay in a situation like that. And then, again, when it comes to like relationships, it applies, because most people say, well, I've invested so much time, or I've done this, or I've gone through so much to, for this person. Well, if that's what you're in it for, that's not a relationship. That's a transaction. So we're going to start using the right words with things that are going on. And another thing that hinders us from a good morning and a good day and receiving positivity and energy from the morning is that we're not honest with ourselves. We're looking for answers to why another person might be doing what they're doing, instead of looking in ourselves to say, it just might be us. And change for me came when I started not looking at everyone else, just continuously looking at me and said, well, what role am I doing? How am I contributing to this in order to make this change? Well, I'm not going to keep this going, but like I said, I've always got these things, in different ways and different perspectives of looking at them. I hope that this helps, you know, the viewers out there who are watching this, because I'm out here to help you, to let you know that, even though our light is far and dim, we're going to shine that light because we need one another. We need one another. And that energy goes from one light to the next light. And when you run in and you counter this light and you counter these people, share that energy and say, hey, I am light right along with you. And I also want you to have a good day and a good morning. And, try that. Try doing little things, such as the morning, greeting people. You don't have to do this all day, but train yourself. But the morning is when you get that positivity. Do something for your brain. Do something for your consciousness. And do little things for others with no expectations in return. So I would like to say good morning to all. And remember, you can click and like and subscribe so that when these videos, come out, you get that positive energy. And then, from these videos, you see, there's going to be something that applies to your life. So apply that one thing if you don't agree with all, but the one thing. And that's how you take the small amount of positivity and bring it throughout your whole day. So that when you encounter, negative energy and you encounter issues and you encounter problems, you feel good about yourself because you've done something good. So never let anyone take the little things that you do and the little good things that you do. Never let them take away from you. Have a good day. And remember, click like and subscribe and look forward to my next video. I said that I wasn't going to do another video with my phone, but there's other topics that need to come out. And now that I got you on a roll, I'm going to bring you along my journey and what I go through in a day and how I handle different situations. But also, look forward to these interviews because, these interviews are not me, but it's other people that are going to say, hey, we're not so far different. We are not so far different. But I will always tap into the power of daytime. I would always I would always embrace this energy because even the air smells clean. Even the air feels fresh. There's a moisture to it. But in another 2 hours, that same air is going to be hot, stale, and everything under the sun. Because that's when it becomes, because that negativity builds itself. Negativity doesn't wait, it doesn't have any authority in the morning. And the reason negativity doesn't have any authority in the morning is because whoever created us and whoever created this world and this universe that we live in, they made it a point to say, hey, I'm not going to let negativity destroy this. So I'm going to replenish it every day because I'm going to give people like you and me a chance to tap into this universal power in which we are supposed to be living. But man is taking us in another direction. So let's look within instead of looking without. So please, peace and blessings to you all. Thank you very much.